Everyone, it's Charlie Morgan here and welcome to today's video. This is a objection handling masterclass run by the man, the myth and the legend Bill Walsh, who actually runs a company that trains high ticket sales reps on exactly how to handle objections. It's his sole expertise and he's very good at it. So I asked him to come in and do a session, a masterclass with everyone in Easy Grow, and everybody loved it. So I've decided to upload it to YouTube so that you can get some value from it as well. If you're new to the channel, subscribe. Bill's information, everything, you'll be able to find it in the description below, and I'll see you in the next video. Cheers.
Okay, what do you guys feel when you get an objection? What do you guys feel when you get the word no? Because that's basically all it is. Tell me now. What are you seeing? What are you getting when you hear the word no? Excited? Happy? Shit. What are you guys feeling when you get that word? Where they're not moving, frustrated, good stuff. What else are we getting, guys? Makes me feel like crap, makes me feel worried, good stuff. Excited, a little scared, feel like rejected, the sales started, annoyed, nervous. Yeah, good stuff. These are all very, very common feelings. All right. So the biggest thing that I want you guys to understand is, what is sales? Someone tell me, what is sales? What is sales for you? What is sales for your company? What is sales for your life? What is sales for everything that you're trying to do? Jaden says, bridging the gap, transfer of emotions. Okay. Exchange of energy, showing the prospect the potential solution to the problem, solving problems. Yeah, all very, very good answers. This is just it, guys. Sales is your ability to breathe in business. Without sales, we're in trouble. Okay. It's the blood in your system. It's the beating heart of your company. Who here, put your hands up, can actually run their company without making money? Or who here wants to run a company that doesn't make money? That's a better one. Who here wants to run a charity? Michael Raymond is smiling. He's like, yes, I want to run a charity. I'm all on that. I got loads of time to give away every single day. Yeah, I don't think so. So sales ultimately for me, guys, and sales for everyone that I coach, every industry that I coach in, every, 7- and 8-figure business that we train, it's the ability to fucking breathe. That's all it is. Okay. Sales is the ability to breathe, because without it, everything is fucked. And as politely as I am going to be today, you are fucked. Okay. You are dead in the water. You can do all the marketing under this fucking yellow sun that you guys see in London today. But if you can't sell shit, guess what's going to happen? You're going to get swallowed up. Yeah. You're going to get absolutely beaten up. Who here is in this position? Who here feels that everything is just hard? When it comes to a sales call, you do all the right marketing, you do all the right things. Comes to a sales call and you absolutely fold up like a fucking chair. Nobody? So I could listen to all your calls right now and everyone is making over 100K every single month. So that's everybody. So how many do we have here? 52 people are making a ton of money. No, we're not. Because if we were, we wouldn't be here, correct? If we were, we wouldn't be here to get better. If we were, we wouldn't be here to fucking push on, But this is the truth, guys. This is where you guys are at. If you don't have sales in your company, we ain't moving forward. Nothing moves forward, okay? Now, you do what Charlie says, and you do what the guys do in here, and you put it all into action, and you're inundated with calls and leads, but you combine marketing and sales together, this is the reality. You win the game, okay? All that sales is, guys, is the ability to move people past their own hesitations, limitations, fears, and insecurities. Okay? That is all it is. It is the ability to move people past their own hesitation, their own limitation, their own fears, and their own insecurities of moving forward. All right? The person, the company, the man, the woman, the child, the dog, the cat, whatever the fuck ends up on your calls, all you got to do, guys, is sell. And who does it the best gets paid the best. Okay. Where do you all want to be? Someone come off mute and tell me, where's the goal the next 3-6 months down the road? Michael Raymond, what's your goal in the next 6 months, buddy?
Well, I'm going to have like 3 to 4 clients I mean, in the next 2 months. So I'm just kind of pivoting. So
Yeah, what would that look like in terms of revenue, cash every month?
so it's going to be about I'd say 10,000 a month. You know, so.
Yeah. Good. Okay. Who here wants to make more money over the next 3 months? Who here feels that they're deserving of making more money over the next 3 months? Who here thinks they're entitled to making more money over the next 3 months? See the difference? You're not entitled to absolute shit. Okay? That's what you're entitled to. You're entitled to fuck all. You're entitled to absolutely nothing. The person who does it the best, the person who fucking trains, the person who develops, the person who grows, the person who understands what needs to happen in order for these sales to happen is going to get paid the best. That's it. I don't care what you've done. I don't care where you've come from. I don't care how many times you've heard the word no. I don't care how much you've been rejected. If you do not have the skill to overcome people, if you do not have the skill to push past people, and you don't have the skill to help people out of their own fucking way, you get absolutely nothing but your dick in your hand. That is it. And the sooner fucking people realize that, the better. The sooner you guys realize that you're not entitled to absolutely nothing, the better. Okay? There's 4 things you need on a sales call. And how do I know that? Because I fucking done it. Okay? How do I know that? I've been in your shoes. I know what needs to happen. Okay? I coach it every single day. Who here knew who I was before we put this together? And that's not me stroking my ego. That's not me being a fucking jackass, but I want to know who here knew who I was before we jumped on here today. Nobody. Shit. We're in trouble, Kieran. We're in trouble.
Yes, mate.
We're fucked. There's 4 things that needs to happen. There's 4 things that we've done. There's 4 things that ultimately allowed me to build my own business, to allow me to coach, train, and develop teams, to allow me to build a Jeremy Miners team. Okay? There's 4 fucking things you need to do on a sales call. That's it. All right. The first thing is called the North Star. This is what we've built. This is what it is. What it basically is where the person is today. It's their current stage. It's their current pain. It's their current concern. It's their current discomfort. Okay. David Narvaz, jump off mute for me for a second if you can. When you speak to your prospects, what is their current state?
So for me, I can't really give you an answer now because I'm very new. I'm just here to learn.
Okay,
so.
Good man. Okay, James Fremantle, come off mute, buddy. When you speak to your clients, what's their current state?
Yeah, so I would say their current state is that obviously they feel a hole in their business and they know that they need to do something about it. They're just unsure as to what to do. Obviously, there's also a degree of mistrust. I know, I obviously work in the e-commerce industry. There are a lot of people who've been burnt, who've worked with agencies in the past. So there is like hesitation coming into that call.
Yeah. What's their current pain? What are they currently experiencing?
Either they're burning money with their ads, so they're not getting the return that they want. So they're getting, like, they've been scammed by the agencies in the past. Current pain is they're not getting to their current revenue goal that they want to get to. And yeah, they're obviously feeding that in other, like, just within their whole business.
Correct. Okay, cool. So if you can hear James, he has a fair idea of where people are at today. Okay. How many of you guys jump on calls that don't know where the fuck the prospect is, that don't know what you're doing, that don't know how to actually engage in what the person sees on a daily basis? Type of one in the chat if you're in that stage where you jump on a call and it's kind of going a bit chaotic. You don't know whether you're going left, whether you're going right, whether you're going up or down or inside out. You're all over the place. Okay. Who here feels like that? Where it's just like throwing muck against the wall, as we say. Hopefully something sticks. Anybody feel like that? Where you're like jumping on calls and you're getting to a stage, you're like, I don't know where this is going, but hopefully it gets into a position where I make a sale. Yeah. If you're like that, guys, we're in trouble. Okay. Because there's no process, there's no system, there's no structure. There's no idea of where that person is, where that person wants to go, what's in the middle is going to be the gap. That's what I'm going to insert into this conversation. Okay. So the first thing we always do, guys, the first thing I coach all my fucking objection handle people to do is we got to figure out their North Star, because this is the end state, guys. You have to have something that everybody is aiming towards. You have to have something that everybody wants. You have to have something that everybody is pushing forward for. Okay. Any question on any of this, guys? No? Very, very simple. Second thing for us, guys, is called future pace. Okay. So we first got a current state of where they are at. The second thing we got to figure out is where the fuck do they want to go? Because if we don't know where they want to go, how the fuck are we ever going to help them? So the second thing we need to do, guys, is we need to figure out where that person wants to be. Why do you want to get there? What they will feel have when they actually get there. The biggest thing about a future pace, guys, the biggest thing about building their ideal lifestyle, about building their forward thoughts, actions, and beliefs is they got to see it, they got to feel it, they got to taste it, they got to experience it. But the biggest fucking thing you got to do, guys, is you got to make sure that person believes that they're going to get there. If I said to all of you right now, guys, go outside and dance on your head for the next 10 days and I'm going to make you $1 million, hands up here would actually do that. Hands up here would dance on your head for the next 10 days if I told you that's what it takes to make $1 million. Nobody, really. Yeah. The reason, 100%, Conrad's off his head. The reason you wouldn't, guys, is because logically it doesn't even make sense. Yeah. Logically, it doesn't even make sense. So I see people all the time, guys, that overemphasize their goals, that overemphasize where they want to be. Have any of you ever been on a call with somebody and they say to you, I'm making $3 grand a month, within the next 100 days, I want to make 3 million a month? Have any of you been on a call like that? Whereas like the gap is so fucking wide that it's unbelievable that that person would even logically make that statement. Have any of you ever been on a call like that? Come off mute, let me know, guys, if you've ever been on a call like that. Yeah, not really. No, yes, yes. Some people have done it on TikTok. Yeah, TikTok is a funny old spot. Yes, no, no. Okay, any more yeses in here? No, no, no. Good stuff. Okay, cool. Any more? Cool, cool. So that's good. What you don't want to do, guys, is to overemphasize the goals. You don't want to overstep the mark. Okay, everything has to be achievable. Yeah, I used to run fitness and I'd get somebody in the gym and they'd say to me, I want to lose 4 stone in the next 3 months. It's unrealistic. Okay, it's not going to be achievable, because if I can't achieve it, guys, I can't see it. If I can't believe it, I can't feel it. And if I can't experience it, I can't taste it. It has to be something that is tangible. It has to be something that we can actually see. It's actually something that we know that if we put the work towards it, we're going to get the goal. Okay. When I asked Michael what his goal was earlier on, he didn't turn around and say to me, I want to make $10, $100 million, $1,000 in the next 14 days. He said a very, like, not low entry barrier goal, but something that is massively attainable. Okay. And that is the important aspect of things. You're not selling a pipe dream. You're not selling a fucking a get rich quick scheme. What you are going to sell, guys, is the ability to achieve your goals. Okay. So that is what we call future pace in my world. All right. Anyone, any question on that? No? Easy peasy. Next thing for us then, guys, is the inaction questions. It's the consequence of not moving forward. Okay. This is the cost of inaction of what ultimately is going to happen if that person doesn't bridge the gap. Okay. It's the cost of staying in pain. Will they settle for it? Will they be satisfied? Will they accept it? Whose responsibility is it to make that change? One thing that we've always been really, really good on, guys, is we've always front-loaded responsibilities onto the actual person. Okay. So now what we've got, guys, if you can see it, is we've got a current state, we've got the future state, and then what we have in the middle is the inaction of not moving forward. Very simple, isn't it? Not very complicated. There's a ton of people out there, guys, that want to make this complicated. It's not fucking complicated. Inaction questions for us are basically asking that person, If they do not get to their future pace, if they do not get to their ideal lifestyle, are they going to be happy? Are they going to satisfy? Are they going to be okay with obviously not moving forward? Are they going to be in a position where it's going to hurt? Whose responsibility is that? Are they going to accept it? X, Y, and Z. These right here, guys, are the fundamental difference between making a sale and not making a sale. And the better you get at sticking in the pocket with somebody, the better you get, guys, at actually helping people out of their own way, the better you get at actually sticking it on somebody without being combative or rude or disrespectful, is the day that you make a ton of money. It's the day you help a lot of people. Okay. So the inaction questions, just to go over it again, it's the cost of staying stuck. It's the cost of not doing the work. It's the cost of being in the same position in 3, 6, 9, 12 months down the road. Okay. It's the cost of staying in the pain. It's the cost of obviously feeling that every single day. If you do not get the pain out of the conversation, guys, they cannot see it, feel it, experience it, believe it, and have it moving forward. They gotta understand what the pain of obviously being where they are today. Okay. Because if they don't, then you cannot load up. You cannot load up the responsibility. You cannot load up whose choice is it whether they stay here or not. Okay, so these are very, very important. Okay, now when it comes to objection handling, guys, there's only 5 objections in sales. How many of you here are getting different objections than this? If you get all your objections, guys, and you roll them back in and you figure out what the hell they are, this is it. Think about it, a partner, a money fear, or logistics. If you got other objections than this, guys, please do let me know. Come off mute and let me know.
Would the likes of, can I speak to one of your previous clients fall under fear?
Yeah, correct. That's a fear objection. Yeah. Why does somebody want to speak to an ex-client? Think about it.
Proof that what we're offering works.
Yeah, proof, insecurity. Is this a scam? Are they going to steal my money? I want to speak to an actual person to figure out, have they actually gone through the process and had the result, which is ultimately fear. Correct.
Wouldn't money be under logistics as well?
Nope. There is logistics of money. Yeah. But depending on obviously the money, and I'll go through this with you guys in a couple of minutes. There's logistics. So if you think about it, guys, I'm going to show you a spider web in a second, not a spider web, a triangle of how we understand what the hell is going on here. And I'll show you in a second. But these are the top 5 objections that you're going to get. You're going to have logistics of money, correct? But you're also going to have fear of money.
Would wrong timing or bad timing go under logistics?
Yeah. Yeah. But that's also a smokescreen. Yeah. Because if you think of it like this, guys, if you're all walking down the street or walking on a beach and you fall into quicksand, and I stick my hand out to you, and then you look at me and you say, it's not the right time. I don't want to take your hand. I don't want you to pull me out of this quicksand. I want to be in the quicksand. Hands up, who would do that? 0. Yeah, so that's smoke screen. But it all boils down to these 5 objections, guys. And let me be very, very clear with you guys. 2 of these aren't even real. Who knows which one are real and which one aren't real?
Can I say that the think about it isn't really real? It's just a smoke screen for part
Correct.
of mafia.
There's one. There's one.
Logistics.
What's the other objection that, guys, that's not real?
Fear.
Fear is most certainly fucking real.
Partner.
Who said it?
Partner, I think.
Yeah, these top 2 guys are smoke screens. Because you have to ask the question, what's the partner hesitant on? What's the partner insecure on? Is the partner an actual true objection, or is it a smoke screen, or is it I'm putting the blame, concern, issues onto somebody else that's not actually here? A lot of people, guys, will use a partner objection to mask how they truly feel. And if you don't know how to pierce that, guys, you're going to be in a tremendous amount of pain. I've seen people fuck this up every single day. Okay, anyone else? Any other objections than these 5? Please do speak now, or forever else hold your peace. No? Okay, top 5. Very, very simple. This is what this objection is, where you currently are, where you want to go, what happens if you don't get there. Always remember that, guys, okay? Always remember that. These are your objections. This is how it works. You get the top 2 smoke screens, okay? And then they split up into 3. That is it. I would take a picture of this, guys, if you want, or else you can have it on the recording. But this is all you got to fucking understand. This is sales. This is objection handling. If you can overcome 5 objections, guys, you end up winning the game. That is it. You overcome these 5 guys, you win the fucking game. That is it. That is how close you are to making the income that you want to make and having the life, the business that you've always desired, dreamed, and wanted. Because you can have all the marketing under this fucking yellow sun, and you can have all the fucking calls under Kingdom Come. But if you can't overcome objections, guys, and you can't make shit happen, and you can't get people out of their own way, you got fuck all. Only a full calendar of nothing. Hands up here looks at their calendars every single day, and it's absolutely chock to block with calls. And you feel the effort, the commitment, the desire, everything that you're putting into that, you're not getting this end state. Let me know in the chat. You see a full calendar, you're seeing 10, 20, 30 calls on your calendar every single week. You're giving away so much of your time, so much of your energy, so much of your positivity, and you're just not getting the return. Who here feels like that? I used to. Everyone that I coach used to. Who here gets 10 calls plus a week? Everyone in the chat. Ten calls a week, guys. Still a fucking day. Who here gets 2 calls a day, guys? Yeah. Norris, me. Who here gets 2 calls on their calendar every single day, guys? Yeah, like I said to you guys, interactive, type them in the chats, let's go. Don't have regular calls yet, cool. Who here in this room of 59 people get 10 calls plus a week? Keep them coming. First week, so I just made 1 call. Okay, cool, yeah. Reese says me, Jacob, yeah. Okay, now, second question. Who here feels that they're getting paid their worth for the effort that they're putting into those calls? James says no. Who here is not getting paid what they feel they're worth for the amount of time, effort, commitment that they put into those calls? Yeah. Because it's hard. Like, this whole game is hard. Trying to figure out the marketing, trying to figure out the hooks, trying to figure out, you know, the landing pages, or trying to figure out the VSLs, or trying to figure out the marketing, the email sequences, the messaging, the Loom video rates, or whatever else the guys call them. All of that stuff, guys, it's hard, isn't it? You know what? It's even harder. You put all that effort, you put all that time, you put your blood, sweat, tears into building this business, and you finally get calls on your calendar, and you fall flat in your face. You finally work your fucking socks off, and you're getting calls on your calendar, only to get rejection, only to get no's, only to get someone say to your face, not today, son. Not today, Skippy. Not today, my friend. Keep it moving, sister. Yeah, you spent all that time, all that effort, all that money, all that blood, sweat, and tears to get calls on your calendar, and you can't overcome objections. Norris is Skippy. Yes, you are. Conrad is Skippy too. Yes. Yeah. You figure out these fucking 5 guys, the game is over. That's how close you are to making this reality. Okay. First thing you must do when you get an objection. All right. Now, this is for all of you guys sitting in the back. This is for all of you guys looking out the window. This is for all of you guys fogging up the window while you're licking it. Buckle up. This is what you say. This is how you say it. This is when you say it. This is why you say it. Okay. You do what I'm going to give you over the next fucking couple of calls, guys. You'll never have a think about it objection again. Hands up here. If I give you 10 calls, guys, you'll get 10 think about it, or 6 or 5 or 4 think about it objections, and you just get completely busted up. If you overcome this objection, guys, you will fucking make a ton of money. Okay. So first thing you must do when you get an objection, very, very simple, guys. You got to diffuse it. You got to tackle their belief and you got to overcome the person. Okay. So you pitch, you tell somebody, I don't have a whole lot more to go over for you. This is the next step in the process. And someone says, yes, let me just go away and think about it. First thing you're going to say is, I can respect that. I can see that. I'm listening. Yeah, that's not a problem. Okay. That in itself, guys, is diffusing the objection. Why do we want to diffuse things? Someone tell me. Someone come off mute now, guys, and tell me. Why do we want to diffuse it straight away?
So they feel like they're in control.
Yeah, good. What else we got?
So they won't pull their guard up and
Mhm.
feel like they have to.
Yeah, pull the
take
guard up.
controls. Yeah.
Good. What else we got, guys?
Like acknowledging it.
Yeah, okay. Acknowledging it. What else we got, guys? So why do we diffuse it straight away when we get an objection?
So they don't have time to think about it?
No, because they just told you they want time to think about it. Why do we give a rebuttal here like this, guys? Okay, first thing we need to do is we need to take the sting out of the conversation. Okay, that person has just basically said no. Now that person has basically inserted themselves into what I like to call the fight or flight state. Okay. What that person is expecting is combative. They're expecting a dust up. They're expecting me to fight. Okay. Because you're asking that person to do something that they don't want to do. Who here has kids? Who here has a partner? Who here has, I don't know, a boyfriend, girlfriend, sister, cousin, aunt, whatever? Who here has people that you argue with every day or week or month? We all do, right? When your wife says to you, will you take out the trash? And you say no, guess what you're going to have? Straight away, it gets into that fight or flight state, doesn't it? She can either accept it or what's she going to do? She's going to push back and say, hold on, my friend, I've just cooked the dinner, or I've just done X. Your next job for us in this relationship is to take out the trash. When you ask your kids to go and brush their teeth and they start bawling, screaming, punching, and all the rest of the stuff like my two do, that's combativeness. That's that fight or flight state. Okay. So we've got to take it out of the conversation. We've got to pierce through it. We've got to get out of that fight or flight situation. Now, when I do things like this, guys, it takes away the pressure in the conversation. It takes away that person feeling that they're under attack. Okay. And that is the most important thing you need to do. Because if you don't do that, as the guys have said, the guard is straight up right away. Okay. And you cannot pierce it. Okay. That's the first thing we do, is we take it away. Yeah, that's not a problem. I can definitely respect that. Okay. Now, this is what we do after that. Very, very simple. So just to think about an objection. Yeah, that is cool. Can I ask, in your own opinion, before you do go and think about it, do you feel what I've gone through can get you to where you want to go? Okay. Why would I say this? Someone let me know. And I'm going to break this down, guys, to the fucking absolute decimal here. Why would I say this?
It's like
Oh shit, we're all talking together. Go for it.
to get them to buy into it psychologically.
Yeah, okay. What else we got, guys? Why would we say this?
We're trying to
positive
results, aren't you?
Okay, we're all talking together. So basically what's happening now, guys, is if you think of it, we've just got our first no in the conversation. I've asked that person to move forward. They've just given me the word no. That's what the fucking objection is. It's just a solid word of no. It's a fancy way of saying no. That's all it is. What I got to do, guys, very, very simple, is that person is shutting down mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually, whatever the fuck you guys want to call it, is shutting down. All they see is red. Okay. What I got to do is I got to turn it from red back to green. How we do that, guys, is we go back to the conversation. Okay. We go back to what we've gone through and we ask a very simple question. Do you feel what we've gone through can actually get you to where you want to go? The reason we do that, guys, is because we want to reinsert back in the certainty of what we've gone through. Because if they don't believe what we've gone through can actually get them to where they want to go, and guess what you've done? You fucking butchered it. Okay? So we got to get this back into a positivity state. Okay? Why would I say something like this? In your own opinion, someone asked me, or someone answered this. Why would I say this? Can I ask in your own opinion? Why would I say this right here?
Would it be because they said that they need to speak to their partner, but so by saying that you excluding them from the partner and asking them for their personal opinion?
Yeah, good. Very great or very good answer. What else do you guys think? Why do I want to say this? Can I ask in your own opinion?
To make him take back control of his own decisions.
Yeah, very good. What else we got, guys? Why would I ask? Can I ask in your own opinion?
I think it shifts the conversation from us pitching it to them slightly buying in more and saying, yeah, you could do this, rather than me saying, I can do this for you.
Okay, I'll accept it. Okay. Let me give you a less, I suppose, professional answer, because I'm not that professional, as you guys can probably hear and see. I'm very rootless and to the point. Can I ask in your own opinion? Okay. The reason I ask that, guys, is because everyone has a fucking opinion, same way as everyone has an arsehole. How it works. Every single person has a fucking opinion about what they see, how they feel, how they believe, and what they think. Okay? So I got to get this person back into taking personal what? Responsibility. Okay? Personal choices, personal actions, personal decisions. Okay? So I'll always put the ball back in the person's court. This is what it is, guys. Look, if you think of objections, all it is just verbal tennis. Going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. That's all it is. And who can stay at it the longest and who can put the ball in the court, into the corner, is going to win. Okay? So it's back and forth, back and forth. Okay? So this right here is really important because this is putting it back on them. It puts the responsibility back on them. So can I ask in your own opinion, before you do go and think about it, or you do go and speak to your partner, or you do go and do X, do you feel what I've gone through can actually get you to where you want to go? Why have I highlighted the word can here? Why is this important to you, for you guys? Why would I not saying if, but, maybe, could, would, should? Why do I not use those kind of words? And I use a certainty word like can. Why is can important? Not a trick question, guys. Let me know what you think. There's no right or wrong answers.
Get him to a maybe. Get him to a maybe.
Why would I want to get him to a maybe?
Because then you can move him to a yes. It's better than a no.
Says who? Says who? Who just said that?
David.
Who's David? Who just said all that? Why would I want the maybe?
I just think that it's easier to get people once they see some value in it. And they're like, yeah, maybe this could help me out.
Yeah,
that's
maybe
easier to
this could
kind of
help
talk
you.
them through. Like where they're like, yeah, maybe this might work, rather than the initial smoke screen of like, no, I'm just not interested. Because I'd say it's easier to move someone from the maybe to, yeah, I could see the value. Let's schedule a meeting versus just the no. That's just me though.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, you know what it is, and don't take this the wrong way, guys. David, don't take this the wrong way because I'm giving it to you for free. They're weak. It's weak words. There's no certainty in it. Maybe it's going to rain today, so maybe I won't leave my house. Maybe I might crash my car, so I'm never going to drive it again. Maybe if I fall down this hole, I'm never going to get out of it. You know what maybe is, guys? you know what if is? Do you know what could is? Do you know what would is? Do you know what should is? Do you know what those words are? Nothing. They're absolutely nothing. If I say can and will, guess what we're doing? When I say I will do something, guess what I've just done? I've tied my beliefs to it. I've tied my integrity to it. If I say I could maybe do this, see the difference? When you say I can and I will, where does that come from? It comes from a word called certainty. When you say if, but, maybe, could, would, should, you're uncertain. How many of you have left your house today thinking that it might rain? Nobody. Who here has left the house today? Other than me. Who here has left their house today? I've flown in guys from America to be with you today, guys. So I've done my yards today. Who here has left their house today? We all have at some stage, I imagine. If not, guys, you got to get out and fucking experience the world. Yeah. But if you believed that it was going to rain today, would you have left your house? You may have. Yeah. It's not raining here in London. It's absolutely roasting. Yeah. But what I'm trying to say to you guys is if you live in the if, but, maybe, could, would, should world, you don't do anything. You do absolutely nothing moving forward. Okay. So we want to keep it away from those words because those words are not going to move you forward. Okay. They're not getting you into a position. If I'm a plumber, David, and I go to your property and the water is fucking flowing through the ceiling, and I say to you, do you want to get this changed? And the person says, yeah, I could get this changed. How certain are you that they're going to fucking get it changed and they're going to solve a problem?
I agree with that. I mean, I think those words definitely, they add speculation to it, but I guess my response to that is that one of the biggest reasons people don't buy is that they have beliefs that hold them back, right? Mm-hmm. They believe that maybe you're a sketchy marketer, you're just trying to sell them something. And so I think your job as a salesman is to make them question their own beliefs. And I think that your question is brilliant, right? And you're saying, in your own opinion, do you think this could help you? And any answer to the positive there is them questioning their own beliefs. Because 10 seconds ago, they said no, but now they're like, oh, maybe it could. And that's a step in the right direction because you're making them question their initial belief. So I think it's
absolutely spot on. Right. See what David has just done there, guys? He shut down the no into lukewarm, and then from the lukewarm, we're going to go back to hot. If you think of it, guys, he went from no, he went back into neutral, and then he's going to go back to positive. You can see he started at the no, and then he went okay, and then he went all the way to yes. That's exactly what we want to do. Okay. And David has hit the fucking nail on the head. You want to challenge their internal beliefs. You want to challenge who they are as a person. That's why we insert things like opinion into the conversation. Because you can't fucking fluff your own opinion, can you? You can't if, but, maybe, should, would, could, your own opinion. Okay? So very, very simple, guys. When you're objection handling, you're walking a tightrope. How many of you have been on calls, guys, you're getting objections, you think it's going to go left and then it goes right, and then you're like, how the fuck did that happen? The tiniest thing, guys, will take away your sale. But also, guys, as David says to you that you're a sleazy salesman, what hands up here thinks he's a sleazy salesman? Hands up here who's doing things that they feel they shouldn't do. Hands up who provides a tremendous service for the market, for their clients, for their students, for everybody. Who here feels they provide a tremendous service for people? Who here believes in their product? You all should fucking put up your hand right now, because if you don't put up your hand right now, guys, I would highly recommend you fuck off. Honestly. Who here believes that they provide a tremendous service to the people that they help and coach and train and provide? Yeah, you all do, right? So the first thing I want you guys to do is never fucking think yourself as a sleazy salesperson. Ever. Because what you're doing, guys, is you're providing a service that ultimately helps somebody solve a problem that is preventing them from having the life that they want to have. So this age-old fucking bullshit of being a old used car salesman and sleazeman and all this kind of garbage that people throw around about salespeople is completely full of shit. All you guys are doing is you're walking with integrity every single day, and you're helping a tremendous amount of people. And you're doing it from a place of care, want, desire to actually make a better stand in the world. And if you don't believe that, guys, I don't think sales, marketing, any online business is for you. I think you go to a 9-to-5, guys, and you lock yourself in a cubicle with no windows and you just fucking hammer it out every single day for the next 30 years. Yeah. Because I don't think any of you are sleazeballs. I don't think any of you shouldn't help a tremendous amount of people. Because if you're in this program with Charlie and the guys, I know that your integrity is absolutely at the top of your mind. And I know that you're doing things because you actually want to help people. Would that be fair to say? Yeah. So the reason why I say this, guys, is because people fold when it comes to objections. People believe that, you know, they're getting combative. You know, they're getting in a position where they can't help somebody. They're getting in a position where they don't actually say what they need to say because that person is going to get offended or that person is going to have their feelings hurt. Who here has ever had a hard conversation from a very loved person, whether it's a family, a friend, or a relative, and they've actually given you something which is the truth and you've fucking stung for a little bit, but you've actually made better decisions about it moving forward? Who here has ever been in that situation? I am. Yeah. Have you all been in that situation? Have you all been in a position where you've actually had a hard conversation with somebody or someone has had a hard conversation with you and your actions and your beliefs change and you've been in a better position because of it? Yeah. That's what sales is. That's what objection handling is. You're politely telling that person that you feel they're making the wrong mistake. You feel that they're doing something that's not going to induce them getting to the end stage of where they want to be. Okay, and that's what objection handling is. All right. So, do you feel what I've gone through can get you to where you want to go? The reason I say can, guys, sorry for going on a tangent. The reason I say can is because I want to insert certainty into this conversation. Okay, can and will are the only two words that you should use when you objection handle. Can and will. Okay, if you're doing the if, but, maybe, could, would, should, there's no certainty there. There's nothing that I can tie into. There's nothing that I can hold on to. If I say this, do you feel what I've gone through could potentially get you to where you want to go? What you're automatically going to get from that person is more uncertainty. This is the absolute answer you're going to get. Yeah, I feel it could potentially. Do you feel like this should get you to where you want to go? Yeah, I think it possibly should. What you're doing, guys, is you're inserting insecurity into the conversation and you're going to get it back. Okay, so the word you use is very simple. Do you feel what I've gone through can actually get you to where you want to go? What that fucking makes that person do, guys, it makes them swallow it, if you think about it, and they actually have to sit in it for a second or two and actually go back into their head of what I've just gone through. Because who here is certain on anything in life? Who here knows every single day and are certain on it that they can brush their teeth effectively? Who here is certain that they can drive a car? Yeah. Who here, if I gave them a map, knew that they can get to where that map states? Most of us. Yeah. The reason why I say that, guys, is because you have your own internal beliefs that you know exactly what you're doing when it comes to that actual action. Okay. So the words are can and will. That is all we got to use. All right. Any questions on that, guys, of how you change up the different wording and why it's more powerful to actually be more certain? No? Okay, cool. Okay. Now, after this, guys, this is the next question. This is going to get you to the real objection. So when you do go and think about it, what do you feel is coming up for you, or possibly now that is coming up for you that makes you want to go away and do that? Now, what that person is basically going to tell you is either one of four things. They're going to give a partner objection, which is another smoke screen that I have to go through. They're going to give you a money concern. They're going to give you a logistics concern, or they're going to give you fear. That is the only 4 things that are going to happen here, guys, when you actually ask a question like this. When you get those answers, guys, now you know you're falling down the spider web, and that's when you're actually on the next part. Okay, and we're going to go back to it in a second. Okay, so when you do go and think about this, what do you feel is coming up for you? Or what do you feel that's potentially coming up for you right now that makes you want to go away and think about this? Yeah, it's just a lot of money concern. Yeah, I'm just a little bit uncertain of things, fear. Yeah, I just need to go away and just look at the bank accounts, logistics. Yeah, see how it actually filters into where we need to be now. Okay, this is what will come out, guys. Okay, they could turn around and say, yeah, it's just a lot of money, I just need to go away and speak to my partner. What is that objection then? How many of you got that? Yeah, it's just a lot of money, I just need to go away and speak to my partner. You think that's a partner objection, or do you think it's a money concern? So you got to actively listen to what actually comes up, guys, from the answers and the questions that you ask. Money, correct. Yeah. So when you ask questions, guys, and you do it in a non-combative way, and you say to that, or if you turn around and say to that person, I've just spent an hour with you, what more do you need to think about? How many of you have done something like that? Yeah. What do you need to think about? When you do things like that, guys, you're creating tension. You got to massage the conversation into that person telling you what the concern is. Okay, so when you go away and think about this, what do you feel is potentially coming off you that makes you want to do that? Well, it's just a lot of money. It's just something that, you know, we weren't expecting. Fear, money. When you go away and think about this, like, what do you feel is coming off you that wants you to, you know, sit in it for a day or two? Yeah, it's just a lot of money. We're like moving around and we just bought this new house and X, Y, and Z. Money, logistics. So the more questions you ask, guys, and the better that you massage this conversation, the clearer that you're going to get your real objection, the fucking faster that you can overcome it. Okay? This is the biggest problem that I see time and time again, guys, is people fucking fuck up. People fuck up the front of it. Okay? Let me share something with you. Objections are like this, guys. If you think of it. I'm going to do my terrible drawings, but anyway, let's watch this. So this is objection handling. Okay. If you think of it, right, it's all a filter. It's all it is. At the top, you need to be non-combative. At the top up here, guys, you need to be very open. Okay. As you filter the conversation down, guys, you need to fucking apply the pressure. You need to go binaries from here on out. And we'll have to go through that in another day, but that's a different training. So at the top, guys, it's very loose, it's very open, it's very friendly. As you filter the conversation down, as you filter through the objections, guys, as you get closer down here to making decisions, then you got to fucking apply the pressure. Okay? But in order to get here, guys, you have to allow that person out of their own way. You have to be non-combative, and you actually have to be friendly. Because if you apply the pressure too much up here, it's not going to go down. Okay? You're not going to get that person to know, like, feel trusted with you. Okay? Any questions on that, guys? No? Pretty straightforward. All right, let me finish this up here. So as I said, guys, you're going to get one of the 4 once you go through to think about an objection. Okay? The partner is another smokescreen, and then it's going to break up into your fear, money, or logistics. All right? Now, if you think of it, guys, when we come back here, this is what's going to happen typically. You'll get to think about an objection. More often than not, it'll come to another partner objection because you got rid of the first smoke screen. They potentially pull out the second smoke screen. From there, then, once you go through the partner objection and you go through that whole framework, you're going to get one of these 3 things. Okay? Does anybody have any questions on that as such?
Yeah, I have a question. So,
yeah,
what if they say, because I never make a decision on the first call?
Yeah. How many people have walked into a shop and actually picked up a pair of shoes and bought the pair of shoes?
A lot of people.
Yeah. If you had 10 grand in the bank and you saw a pair of $50 shoes, You walked in and you saw them and they were the perfect shoe for you, would you buy them or would you put them down and say, I just don't make decisions on the first call?
You buy the shoe.
You buy the shoes. If you're driving home late at night, guys, and the fucking front tire blows on your car, and you're sitting in the car and you're saying to yourself, fuck, I don't make decisions exactly when things happen. So I'm not going to call out the AAE. I'm not going to call out the car company, and I'm not going to get my tire fixed. I'm going to sit here for the next 12 hours until I'm able to make a decision tomorrow. Who here would do that? Nobody. So logically, guys, you got to think about it. That's another smoke screen. It's an issue. It's a concern. There's something behind that that ultimately allows that person to think, believe, and know that that's what they need to do in order to be in this position right here, right now. Okay. So you got to understand like what you're dealing with. That's a massive smoke screen. Okay. It's the same thing as somebody saying, let me go away and think about this. It's the same verbiage. It's the same idea. It's the same thought process. It's the same actions.
So would the way to overcome that be a similar thing? Like ask them why they don't do it on the first one, but in a subtle way that's not too blunt.
Do you want me to do it with you right here, right now, in front of all of these mad people?
Yeah, sure.
Right. Okay. Who am I speaking to? Actually, I can't see your name. Sorry.
It's Conrad.
Conrad. Okay, buddy. You got to put on your camera. I can't see you. Okay, Conrad. So give me the objection. So I say to you, Conrad, look, I don't have a whole lot more to go over with you, buddy. So the next step from here is we get you all set up and we take you on as the best next thing since sliced bread. There you go. There's your pitch. There's your hook. What do you say? Give me the objection.
It sounds good, but I typically I never really make a decision on the first call.
Okay.
So I'd like to go away and think about it first. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. So what? So they'll say that. Okay. Very, very simple. Okay. No, I can definitely respect that. Can I ask, Conrad, before you do go away and think about this, do you feel like in your own opinion that what we've gone through can actually get you to where you want to go, or how do you feel? Because that's literally the most important thing for me.
Yeah. Okay. I see what you mean. Yeah.
Come on, play along.
Brings it
Play out.
straight back into that.
Play it out. Come on, let's go, you guys. Right here, right now, in front of all
I
of you.
believe it can get me to where I want to be, but
Okay.
no,
Why
I
do you feel it
really
can?
don't make a decision on the first call.
No, I'm not asking decision, but I just want to figure out that what we've gone through can actually get you to where you want to go, and you believe that it's going to get you there. So, like, where do you feel that?
Oh, yes, I do believe that because, well, from what we've said on the call, it seems like you guys are, very well planned out. Really the same as other agencies I've spoken to. So yeah, that's the main reason.
Okay, so I appreciate you saying that. So now I've just got the yes. All right. Now I'm going to go back. Very, very simple. I'm going to ask the person. Okay, so I know you mentioned to me that you don't necessarily make decisions on the first call. And look, with all due respect, it's not necessarily your first call. It's not the first interaction that we've had because you've obviously gone through some systems and structures to ultimately be here today. Would that be fair to say? Like you wouldn't be here today if you didn't believe, know, and trust that what we've gone through today can actually get you to where you want to go. Would that be fair to say?
Yeah, that would be fair to say.
Yeah, because you've done your research, I imagine. I can't imagine you're a person that just jumps on random calls with random people all the time. So you've done enough to put yourself in a position today that you want to actually have a conversation with me and my company. All right. So now I've just got rid of the smoke screen. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to double down. I'm going to ask that person. So when you mentioned to me that you don't necessarily make decisions on the first call, where does that come from? Is it a case that you're just a little bit uncertain on the process? You're a little bit uncertain on the investment? Or what's behind that, could I ask?
Well, it's usually I tend to make decisions to make a purchase on the first call. It's happened to me before. And then the agency ends up not delivering. And then I regret that I did it on the first call without thinking about it first.
Okay, so now where we're at, guys, this is fear now. Everyone see what we're doing? Everyone see how that works? Very calm, very collected, never changed my tone. Very easy. Now we've gone all the way from a think about it. We've gone all the way into I'm not making a decision on this call. And now we're into fear. So if you think about it, guys, we're just going down the layers of the objection. Most of you guys will get absolutely stumped on that first one. You won't be able to keep calm. You won't be able to keep cool. You won't be able to fucking do it in front of 60 people that I've never met in my entire life before and get it into a position where I'm now overcoming fear. Any questions on that, guys? Yeah. See how easy it is? when you actually know what the fuck you're doing? See how fucking simple this is once you actually know how to overcome objections? Who here has another objection that you want me to overcome? Because I got another 20 minutes, guys. So the floor is yours. You can ask questions, you can give me objections, and I'll show you literally how to say it, what to say, and what to do.
Bill, you
How
know-
about? Oh, sorry. You can say first.
Okay, thank you, man. Bill, you know, when you were covering that objection, you mentioned that. So obviously, you know, you do know who we are. You've gone through our systems, and kind of you did have to follow a couple of steps to get on this call. So you do know who we are. What if at this point, because I suppose for a couple of people here, all the leads are coming from outbound.
Sure.
When they say, "Well, you rang me, you told me you can help me with this, and that's why I'm here talking to you."
Sure. Okay. And can I ask, from the conversation we've had, because we've spent an hour with each other, from the information I've shared with you, do you feel that's going to get you where you want to go? Do you feel like that's going to help you?
So you kind of neglect and then kind of transfer.
It's not necessarily neglect, but I can only speak on what the person has done.
Yeah.
I can only speak backwards. Okay. And I always tell my guys inside, we're not Benjamin Button, but we can only speak on what we've experienced. Who here can speak on tomorrow? Who here knows what's going to happen to them tomorrow? Who here knows what happened to them yesterday? Put up your hand for me, please. Please put up your hand if you know what happened to you yesterday. Yeah? Everybody knows what happened to them yesterday. Who here knows what's going to happen tomorrow? Who here knows, as morbid as this may sound, who here knows that they're going to wake up tomorrow? Nobody. Okay? So when you objection hanging, guys, you got to go backwards. Okay? Because if you talk about the future, you cannot make a decision on the future because you don't know what the future holds. So you got to go backwards when it comes to objection handling. Yeah? Okay, what other objections you guys getting?
Yeah, if I have money objection, I was thinking about two ways. Either giving this guarantee, I give a money back guarantee, or going with the performance-based offer. Since I didn't really use the performance-based offer, I don't know if I should stand to the money back guarantee and not talk about the performance offer, or go to this way.
Yeah. Okay, cool. So here's the truth on all these kind of like guarantees that we give out, and we give a guarantee out as well. Here's the truth. You first got to figure out, does that person believe that what I've gone and given them can actually get them to where they want to go? Because if I don't, and I give them a guarantee on something that they don't know is going to actually allow them to achieve their goals, then it's all a waste of time. So guarantees are only the last 10, 15% of something that ultimately helps somebody out of their own way. But until you actually get the ideology and the conviction that what you've presented can actually get them to where they want to go, you can guarantee the sun, the moon, the stars, and everything under this fucking green earth, but they're still not going to move forward.
Okay.
So guarantees are a fantastic way to pull over those last 10, 15% of people that are still a little bit uncertain. Okay. But if they're uncertain, if they're like 10% certain that this is going to work, a guarantee is not going to do 90% of the work.
Yeah.
But a guarantee will carry the last 10%. So if they're 50-50, the guarantee will bring it to 60. I guarantee you that. Okay. So you got to know where and what. You're not selling a guarantee, you're selling the outcome, and you're selling the idea of what I've given you is going to get you where you want to go. Yeah.
Yeah, but the question was more, should I go forward with the guarantee, or maybe if this isn't enough, tell them, yeah, if you don't have money currently, okay, all right, we can do a performance-based offer. Should I go with that, or should I insist on the guarantee that there's no risk for them if they want to work with us?
Yeah, look, there's always a risk. And that's what I want you to understand. There's always a risk, you know?
Yeah.
Don't be afraid of the risk. The risk is also you bring them in and they do absolutely nothing that you tell them. And now you've risked your capital, your energy, your time, your commitment, your team's effort, and all the rest of the stuff. So there's always a risk, guys. There's always a risk everywhere you go, what you do, okay? You got to mitigate the risk, but you're going to ask yourself the question, which is going to be more powerful for you? Which do you think you're going to be able to deliver more on? The guarantee or the actual performance-based industry aspect?
Yeah, okay.
You know, that's what I would be asking. Which do you feel more comfortable with? Because it's not about mitigating risk. all the time. It's about what you believe is going to get that person to where they want to go. And if you're fucking hot shit and you feel that you can make a business based on performance-based aspects, then you go and do that. You know, if you truly believe that your product, your service, your commitment, your energy, everything that you want to give to that person is the best in the market, then you can work on no money down and you can fucking build it all on performance, and you just up the ante in terms of commissions or base or whatever it may be on the back end. You know, that's what I would say. All right. 10 more minutes, guys, and we're going to get out of here. I got to go pick up my little girl from her school. So I got 10 more minutes, guys. If we have any other objections that you guys are stuck on, anything that you have in terms of process, please do let me know. So
yeah, I got one. What if their objection is like they don't trust that I'm the guy or I'm the agency that's gonna solve their problem?
Go again. I just missed your buddy. Is fucking thunder and lightning here at me window.
So what was that?
Go again with the question. Sorry, I'm listening to the thunder and lightning here.
Okay. Yeah, what if their objection is that they don't think that I'm the guy that is gonna fix their problem?
Yeah, very good question. Very good problem. Very good issue. Okay, if they don't believe that you're the guy, guess what they're not doing? If they don't believe that you're going to get them to where they want to go, guess what they're not doing?
Maybe my own confidence.
No, they're just not giving you money. It's as simple as that. If they believe that you're not the person that's going to help them get to where they want to go, they're not giving you any amount of money.
Yeah.
If you guys didn't believe that Charlie was going to help you build this business, hands up here would just give money because, you know, you just hoped, wish, and pray. You all had some element of certainty that Charlie was going to be the guy that helps you. Out of all the marketing agencies under this fucking green earth. Yeah? You've all believed that, and that's why you're here. Because if you didn't believe that, you wouldn't be on this call.
Yeah.
Now, you've all based that on the conversation you've had, but also based on the past experience and also based on the past results that Charlie brings to the table. That's how you make the logical decision that you wanted to move forward in this actual mentorship. Now, if you guys didn't believe any of that, you wouldn't be here. And if you guys didn't believe that Charlie can help you guys, if you just do everything to the absolute T, then you wouldn't be here. So that's more of a conversation of, have I done enough to actually put this person in a position where they know, like, and trust me and believe that I'm going to get them to where they want to go. There's not objection handling that can solve that issue, buddy. That's why I always tell you guys, you got to get the certainty first that what I've given you is going to get you to where you want to go, because that is the introduction. That ultimately is that person agreeing that I want you to objection handle me now because I believe that you're going to get me where I want to go. And I'm just in a position where I have fear, I have insecurities, I have concerns, I have problems, I have issues, and I want you to help me overcome them. That's what I always tell you guys. Do you believe that what I've given you today can actually get you to where you want to go? That is the fucking guarantee. That is basically the person saying, I know you're my guy, but I'm still fearful. If you don't get that, guys, there's no objection handling that can help you overcome people that don't believe in you. Because what will happen anyway, guys, if you even do get people that don't believe in you, they'll come into your program, they'll be the worst fucking students, they'll be the worst clients, they'll be the worst partnerships, and then they'll just blame you. Hands up here was took on clients, and it was a fucking nightmare. Type of win the chat for me, guys, or put up your hands. Who here has took on people, and you knew you shouldn't have took them on, and the only reason you took them on is because they gave you money. We all have. That's how you learn. That's how you fucking put your fucking stick in the ground and say, you're not my guy. And the more you make, the more better you get at that. Guarantee you. Because the more I made and the more the company made and the more people we have and the more coaches, consultants, trainers, whatever. That's when I'm basically saying, hey, fuckhead, you're not my guy. Keep skipping, Skippy. Move on. Yeah? And you can only get to that position, guys, when you actually can sell enough people of the right people. So I understand where that comes from, okay? But you can only tell people what you do based on the results that you've done.
Bill,
right.
Bill, what about an objection where it's like, oh, I love what you're offering. Let me just chat to the team, crunch some numbers, but I really like this. I like this a lot.
Okay, so what that is another smoke screen, and that's basically in a B2B aspect. and a small, medium-sized business that ultimately want to blame everybody else. That's a partner objection.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you just basically do this, and I'll just feed this up you. Okay, now I can definitely respect that you want to go and crunch numbers and speak to the partners. Can I ask nobody, when it comes to making the decision, who's in control of that? Like, who ultimately writes the checks every single month and pay everybody?
Yeah, the owner, they let me make these kind of decisions, but I still need to just pass it by them.
Okay, so you're not speaking to an owner, you're speaking to some middle management or something.
Yeah, that's probably the first
issue.
problem, eh?
That's the first issue, correct.
Yeah.
Because you're speaking to somebody that doesn't hold a credit card. The only person that you want to speak to, guys, is the person that makes the financial decisions for the company. That is it. You speak to gatekeepers, you speak to business owners, or you not business owners, you speak to managers, you speak to fucking CFOs, CMOs, all this other bullshit. The only person you should actually speak to, guys, is the person that has the credit card and the person that makes the financial decisions in the company.
If they say in the beginning of the call, yes, I do make decisions. And then at the end, they're like, yeah, I make decisions, but
you just
I need
ask
to
them.
run the pass.
Okay, cool. So like, let me ask you this. When you say you make decisions, so you ultimately make all the decisions for the financial investments of helping this company grow forward?
Yes, I do, but I still need to work it towards the owner.
So I asked you a question without getting combative, and what did you say? Yes, I do, but the but was the most important thing, because that means you're like,
yeah,
but was basically you telling me, yeah, I do. I'm trying to hold on to any ego that I have in this conversation. I'm trying to hold on to any element of like equity, thinking that I'm the guy when I actually am not the guy, because it took you 5 extra words to say but, and the but means I'm lying. So you're actually not the guy.
I'm not the fucking guy, no.
Yeah, you might think you're the guy, yeah, but you're not the guy. And it only took me fucking 1 question and 5 words for you to get the but.
And they say, well, okay, fuck you
You just
then.
say, okay, yeah. Well, no, you push forward and you actually, you try and get that person on the call, because that's how you get deals done. There's no point talking to middlemen. Yeah. Let me ask you this, guys. Was this helpful, or have I completely spun you out for the last hour and 20 minutes? Has this been helpful? Have you guys seen how easy sales is, if you think about it, when you break it down to actual understandings? When you break it down to the actual problems, concerns, issues, insecurities that you have to overcome? When you break these sales calls down to 5 fucking things, and the person that overcomes 5 fucking things makes all the money. Yeah. Kieran is going to pop a link into my group. I'm not going to pitch anybody, guys, because I really don't do that. I go on all of these fucking calls with people and I do not pitch you. What I will offer you though, guys, is free training. You're all like, what? There's nothing free in this world. Yes, there is. Come into my group, get all the value under this green sun. There's a tremendous amount of free content in there. There's a tremendous amount of free giveaways in there. There's a tremendous amount of 2-steps in there. There's a tremendous amount of trainings in there. All I'd ask you to do, guys, is go in there, apply it, make your money, and just thank me. That's it. And if you want to work with me, great, wonderful. But you don't have to. Okay, so go into that group. All right, the link is there. Let me know that you guys can actually get into it. Let me know that you can actually enter into that group. It's called the Objection Box Community. Okay. So that's all I'd like you to do, guys. I'd like you to jump into our free Facebook group. Take all the fucking free training in there, guys. Do I have a school group? I do, Jaden, but like for us, I'm in a position where I want to take complexities out of my business. What I mean by that is I can't live stream into school. It's a pain in the ass for me and how I run the company. So we just do it all on Facebook, to be honest. We do have school, we do have other platforms and stuff, but predominantly we just use the free Facebooks and the paid groups on Facebook. All right. So all I'd ask for you guys to do, guys, is to go into the free Facebook group. If you've taken value from this call, go in there and just tell people that you took value from this call. That's all I want. That's my pay. If you can do that for me, guys, I'd appreciate that. That's all I want. Okay. Now, when you go in there, guys, there's going to be a tremendous amount of trainings in there. I think we've probably about 50 hours of training in there, Kieran, for nothing. Would that be fair to say? Yeah.
At least, sure.
So we've got a load of free trainings in there, guys. If you guys are stuck on objections, you guys are stuck on processes, you guys are stuck on how to answer their questions, go in there. There's a load of free content in there. There's a load of trainings in there. All I would ask you to do is apply it, go make your money and just say thanks. That's it. That's all I want you to do. If you can do that for me, guys, I would tremendously appreciate it. Is that a fair trade-off? Is that Gucci, as you cool kids say? Is that fair enough?
Is
All
that
right.
Gucci?
Is that Gucci? Is that what you cool kids say? That's all I want. So go into a free group, guys. Download the trainings. Go fucking put it into action and go make your money. All right. I truly believe in Charlie. I truly believe in everything that he does. So I'm more than happy to come in here and help you guys. All right. Because the faster he gets good, the faster you guys good, and it's just the fucking pass on. It's a big circle. All right. Anyone, any questions before I leave? Anyone, anything that you want to ask? We got another 2 or 3 minutes and then I gotta go.
Can I ask for one more objection?
Go for it.
All right, so this is for real estate agents. It says I have never paid for any leads. Why would I pay now? I will not pay for anything before I close a deal.
No, I respect that you haven't paid for any leads. Can I ask, David, with your goals in mind, do you feel that you've achieved them or you haven't?
Not where I want to be yet.
Okay, so you're not where you want to be. Okay, so would it be fair to say that the actions, the determinations, the commitments, and the decisions that you make over and over and over every day is going to get you where you want to go? You're going to have to make some small changes. Would that be fair to say?
Definitely will have to make some small changes, but still not sure what those changes might be yet.
Would it be fair to say that the changes that you may have to make, that you may end up having to pay for some leads in order to get to the income that you want to get from you and your family?
Yeah, I do think that's a.
Okay,
that's
there you
a
go.
option.
That's that one done too.
Thanks.
Very
Like-
simple. Yeah.
Bill,
How do you
can I-
just attack it? You just attack the outcomes. Because hands up here who's at the outcome that they want. Who here is at the outcome that they want in their life? I'm not. Who here is at the outcome that they want in their life? Nobody. Okay, so it's the actions, the determinations, the commitments, the decisions that all of you make every single day are either going to do one or two things. They're going to push you towards your goal or they're pushing you away from your goal. If I asked all of you right now, do you believe that you're giving every fucking thing that you can to your business? Most of you will turn around and say no if you do some soul searching. Would that be fair to say? So you just ask people, where do you want to be? Because you can't lie. Because if you are where you want to be, then you wouldn't be on the call, would you? If you're the fucking most ripped guy on this green earth, you wouldn't be looking for 150 different ways to lose weight, would you? So your goals and where you are today never lie. All right, let's go one more if we want it. If not, then let's wrap up, sisters.
Hi, Bill.
Sorry.
Go for it.
Bill, a quick one there for you. We're an agency, we're around a while. Most of the sales we've made over the years actually haven't been on a first call.
Yep.
I've heard varying opinions from Charlie and others as regards,
There's an Irish accent if I've ever heard one.
go for it on the first one, or whether you just give someone a little bit of space.
Yeah,
I'd be
it's
kind of
hard.
interested in
Yeah,
your
it's
thoughts.
hard, Alan, because look, if I said to you, buddy, over the last 20 calls, everyone that you've given space to, how many of them actually turned into a paid client?
Yeah, I'd say most of the clients we have do actually come from second calls, but I'm becoming a bit more aware of should I be trying to close these out quicker. you
I'll
know?
ask you a better question. For all of these people that you've spoken to on the first call, if you actually help them overcome their own fears, limitations, insecurities on the first call, how many of them would have turned into a fucking paying client faster?
Yeah, well, that's what I'm working on becoming better at. But I think you're right, but
sometimes sometimes it's we actually do people a disservice by not telling them what they want to feel. We're trying to protect their feelings rather than giving them what they actually need to hear. And if you truly believe that what you present, there's two things that are going to happen for you: time and pain. The more time that they spend, the more pain that they're in, the faster they're going to make the decision. Now, if you speed up that time and you speed up that pain and you base it on past experience and you base it on how long they've already been in time and pain, how many more people are going to fucking make a better decision moving forward? Because the difference between you, Alan, making fucking 20 grand a month and making 250 grand a month is how you get people to make decisions quicker and faster. Because if you're telling me that they're always coming back anyway, they're always going to come back, You know, the best clients that you're ever going to get are the people that are willing and open to making decisions on the call. Would that be fair to say?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
You know,
I mean, even when they ring the office, you just love the ones that come in and just, okay, come
I'm
on,
good
let's
to go.
go.
Yeah, I'm good to go. Yeah, because what happens there, Alan, is they've done their research, they know what it is, they've you know, done all of the fucking due diligence, as people like to say. And they're good to go. They're coming with their card in their hand. But I guarantee you, like if I listen to 20 of your last calls, I know there's probably at least 6 in there that should have been closed. If you only tidied up the objection handling, you know, that's how that would have happened. Now, what's a paying client for you, buddy? On an average deal, an average size deal, an average company, what would that be?
Between 1,000 and 1,500 a month.
Okay, so would it be fair to say that, you know, that's 6 grand that should be in your company's bank account every 20 calls? You know what I mean? A part of outside of the people that obviously do buy. You know, because as they say, a bird in the hand is better than 2 in the what?
Yeah, no, it's just something
You know?
I've become more conscious of, really, is kind of just not letting people kind of go away, even though some come back, as I said. It's
some, but that's not most, you know. Because if you think of it, guys, once they leave, we live in a world, guys, where this fucking thing has fucked most things, to be quite honest with you. This thing right here, guys, we're constantly looking for instant validation. We're constantly on to the next thing. We're constantly, hands up here who's been like through 5 different variations of what you built already. I've done like 2. Yeah, we've all like, I want to start an agency to help fucking, I don't know, tree surgeons. And then it's like, oh, there's no money in tree surgeons. Let me go and help agencies over here that are fucking, you know, providing leads or whatever. So we're constantly chopping and changing. Now, guys, if you leave people fall off your call, this thing is going to take over. They're going to go on Instagram. They're going to go on TikTok. They're going to fall into someone else's VSL. They're going to fall into someone else's marketing. And that's where their attention is gone. What you guys are buying every single day is attention. Whether you're doing it with paid or you're doing it with organic, you're buying attention. And it's the person that turns attention into fucking dollars who's going to get the best and do the most. Okay. So that's what I would say to you, Alan. I would say this to all of you guys. You're actually doing them a disservice by leaving them off the call without feeling that you've given them a punch in the dick. You know? Who here would feel that they would fall off a call with me or my team and feel that, oh, that wasn't too bad. Bill didn't hurt my feelings. Bill didn't tell me how I fucking present myself every day. Bill and his team didn't fucking shine the light where I want to hold on to darkness. Hands up here would fucking feel that. Hands up here would feel that I will go through you for a shortcut if you get your own way. And I don't do it because I'm a prick. And I don't do it because I want to be this macho bullshit that people perceive it to be. What I'm trying to do, guys, is I'm trying to help you overcome your own fears, imitations, and limitations. Because nobody wants to do anything. But everybody wants to have what everybody else has. You know? And that's just the reality, guys. So we got to get them out of their own way. We got to fucking push them out of their own way, out of their own insecurities and pains and problems. All right? Okay.
Thanks,
who here has took value from this? Please tell me somebody, because if not, I've wasted the last hour and a half of my time, and I've flown all the way back from fucking Toronto for nothing. Has everyone got some amount of value? Appreciate that. Good. Yeah. Sales, guys, is the cornerstone of your company. And I say that, like, Carly might tell me I'm full of shit, but I think sales is more important than marketing. I really do. Because if you can't have a great company if you don't have a great sales process. You know, and marketing, if you just want to rely heavily and solely on marketing, guys, without actually learning how to do sales, you're going to spend a tremendous amount of time marketing. Okay, because if the way you make sales, guys, is predominantly just from marketing, it takes so much time. You got to put so much in. And you'll get people like this. You'll get people who'll be like, I followed you for the last 6 months. I followed you for the last 12 months. I've been following you for the last fucking 2 years. And I don't know about you guys. If I can just get better at sales, then I don't have to put that amount of time, effort, and commitment into it. Now, when you combine the both together, guys, that's how you fucking do the hundreds and hundreds and hundreds every single month. That's how you get into 1 million a month, and so on and so forth. When you combine two, you apply long-term marketing with fucking great sales. That's the game. That's it over. So I would implore you guys to get better at sales, as well as looking at your marketing aspects of things right now. And that's how you win the game long term. Okay. If you think of guys, there's only 3 things. It's marketing, sales, and fulfillment. That's all you got to do as a business. That's all you got to do as a company. All right. So I gotta go. I gotta bounce. I appreciate you. If you have any issues, problems, concerns getting into the Facebook group, just let us know. All I'd ask, guys, is for you to post, whether it's in the school or come into my Facebook group and just give us your golden nuggets of what you've done and what you've listened to over the last hour and a half. Just tell me very honestly if you've got value from it. I would appreciate that. The team would appreciate that. And like always, guys, if you have any problems or issues, or you have any questions, please do come and let us know, and we'll help as much as we can. All right, guys, behave yourselves. See you later. Ciao. Bye-bye.